analysis. Today we're going to look at who you are by inviting you to complete a personality profiling assessment. Hello and welcome to the 21-day dating challenge, day 14. If this is the first time that you're here with me, then I want to welcome you and thank you for joining me today. I'm Hannah and it's a pleasure to be here with you and to be your coach, I guess you could say. So let's jump right in with the topic for today. Who are you? Now, you might say, well, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. And the thing I want to invite you to think about today, sis, is personality profiling. Now, this is not about putting you into a box and saying you're this and you're that and you're the other. No, it's really about you thinking about the different types of personalities that exist. Now, obviously, personality profiling has been around, I think, since the 1950s, or it's been around for quite a long time. And the thing that I really like about it is that it really helps you to start to think about who am I, but also who are all these other people out in the world and why do they do the things that they do? Because the thing about personality profiling is that it shows you different behaviors for different people. So first and foremost, let me kick off with what personality profiling is not. Now, it obviously won't tell you anything about your environment. It won't tell you anything about your experiences or anything about your vision and the goals that you have for yourself and the way that you live your life in that manner. It's not an exact map and it's not an exact science either. And sometimes it's purely wrong. But at the end of the day, whether it's right in terms of it actually reflecting who you are as a person, or whether it doesn't quite reflect who you are as a person, the benefit of doing a personality profiling assessment is that it gives you a better idea as to the vast array of personalities that exist out in the world, as in people that you will interact with on either a daily basis or an infrequent basis. And that's why I strongly recommend it. Now, it also gives you further insights into your relationships, your actions, your behaviors, and your character traits. Now, these assessments are often used to predict how you will behave in a certain situation or how the man that you're dating might behave in a certain situation. And that's why it's another good idea for you to actually make sure that you do this assessment so that you get a better understanding of it. Now, what you have to remember is that if you're already doing the inner work of really getting to know who you are as a person in terms of what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what moves you to emotion, just really what inspires you, then this is a definite tool you need to have in your toolboxes because it will just really help you to take your understanding to another level. Now, when is the best time to do a personality profiling test? Right now. If you've never done one, now is the perfect time to do an assessment. And so, for example, if you're going through a breakup, a divorce, or whatever it is, do it now. If you're getting into a brand new relationship, do it now. If you're already in an established relationship, do it now. Because what will happen is that, especially if you're at the beginning of a new relationship or you're ending a relationship, because your mind is probably has already gone through a period of high emotions, or you're just getting into it if you're just starting a new love interest. And by doing it now, early on, for those of you who are just coming into new love, what it will do is it will just really open your mind to the possibilities and the potential that you can find in the men that you're engaging with. But also, if you're exiting from a relationship, it's a good idea for you to reframe in terms of where your head is at. But also, it will help you to focus a little bit more on yourself as you leave an old relationship behind you. Now, once you get the results, as I said earlier, the key thing is it might meet you when you actually do the assessment. You might find, oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is exactly me, as one of my clients said to me recently when I got them to do it. And she said, wow, I can't believe it. And I said, well, that's good that you've identified that all of those traits are you. But what you now need to do next, I said to her, is to read all of the other personality profile assessments, not all in one day, obviously, but just read them and see if there are other traits that you see that look familiar to you, or you think that other people that you're engaging with, that, oh, actually, you look at that personality trait and you think, oh, actually, that's my brother, that's my sister, that's my auntie, that's my uncle, that's Joe, that's Jane, that's Lola, that's whoever. And that's the benefit that you will get from actually doing the personality profiling assessment. It just really expands your mind as to the vast array of personalities. Because remember, we're all human, which means we are all unique. And listen, there's several billion people on the planet, and no two people are the same. Think about twins. That's just the perfect example. Now, you might be asking me, well, which personality test should I do, Hannah? And the answer is, it's entirely up to you. That's the quick answer. The slightly longer answer is, it really depends on what you want to get out of it. When I first did a personality profiling assessment, it was the Myers-Briggs assessment. And that was a really, really long, a really long time ago. It's probably about 2 decades ago. And at the time I did it, it was free. But the last time I looked on the internet, it was no longer free. You actually have to pay for it. So one of the ones that I get my clients to do is called 16 Personalities. And it's very similar to Myers-Briggs in terms of the answers that you get. So it gives you four character types, which is a combination of different letters. But I'm not going to go into detail in this video about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the link down below. Go check it out. Go do the assessment. And then let me know how you get on. Let me know if it's changed your thinking in terms of the people that you meet. And then the other thing that I really want to encourage you to do once you've got your results is to journal. So look at the results and then spend some time journaling. I talk about journaling quite a lot on this channel because it is so powerful, but also it's really important. So journal what your thoughts are after reading it in terms of some of the things that it says about either your relationship or your family or this, that, or the other. Just spend some time journaling and writing down what your personal thoughts are, or the things that come to you as you read those answers to the various questions that have been asked of you. And then what I want to invite you to do is, if you're embarking on a new love, which I'm assuming you are, or a new romantic relationship because you're listening to this channel, then this is a great opportunity to discuss this personality, or to discuss personality profiling with your new love interests. Now, your love interest might say, oh, I don't believe in all of that stuff. I'm just not interested. Listen, if he says that, you can deduce whatever you like from it. If on the other hand, he says, oh my God, that's really interesting. I'd really love to do that. Can you send me a link? Then at least you know that when it comes to personal development, you're more than likely to be on the same page. And that's why I would encourage you, especially if you're embarking on a new relationship or starting to meet new men. Listen, I definitely send this to men that I'm speaking to. If I've been on a date with you more than twice, you will have had information from me. Rather, I should say, we will have discussed personality profiling, because I just think it's so fascinating, just really trying to understand human psychology. And that's why I recommend it to you today, sis. So that's it for today. As always, I want to remind you to remain curious, remain interesting, and always be intentional. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.